Every time I talk to English learners, I hear the same frustration. I just studied these words, and now they're gone from my brain. Julia, have you noticed how this struggle is almost universal?
It's everywhere, Jason. So many learners put in the effort, but then the words just vanish. Honestly, one big culprit is memorizing endless lists without any context. It's like learning random license plates.
And then there's the classic cram session. People try to stuff in, 100 words in an afternoon, thinking they'll remember them forever. But our brains just aren't built to hold that much at once, are they?
Exactly. You might ace a quiz the next day, but a week later, poof, it's all gone. It leaves you feeling discouraged. And let's not forget, so many people skip reviewing or never use the words so naturally, they fade away.
I love that analogy you used. It really is like planting a seed and then never watering it again. Plus, I see a lot of heavy reliance on translation people sticking to their native language instead of making direct connections in English.
Translation can help at first, but over time it actually slows you down. It's much better to link new words to meanings or images in your mind. We've got some smart fixes for all these problems coming up, so let's get into them.
All right, so we've all struggled with forgetting words. Let's talk about how to finally make them stick. Julia, if you had to pick just one starting strategy, what would it be?
Contextual learning, hands down. When you see a word in a sentence or a story, it suddenly makes sense. Like, elaborate is way easier to remember if you hear, "Can you elaborate on that idea?" rather than just a definition.
I totally get that. And creating your own sentences or even silly stories with new words gives them a place in your real life. Visualization is another favorite. If I imagine a mountain, I picture that snowy peak, and boom, the word sticks.
Exactly. And associating words with things you actually know, like thinking of the smooth screen on your phone for smooth, makes it personal. Spaced repetition is another game changer. Have you tried it, Jason?
Oh, absolutely. Reviewing words after one day, then 3, then a week. It's like magic for your memory. Apps like Quizlet or even old-school flashcards make this easy. But honestly, just setting a review schedule works too.
And don't forget to use those words in real life. Even talking to yourself or writing mini-stories can help. The more you use them, the less they slip away. Speaking of fun, there are some playful tricks too. Let's dive in.
You know, Julia, the best progress I see is from learners who actually enjoy the process. What's your favorite fun way to make vocabulary stick?
Honestly, word association games are the best. Take a new word like sparkling and connect it to fireworks, a glass of soda, maybe even a diamond ring. The sillier the better, it locks it in.
I've had some hilarious results making up weird stories for new words. Like when I learned gargantuan, I pictured a giant pizza so big it needed its own delivery truck. Impossible to forget after that.
Totally. And you can turn vocabulary hunts into an adventure, spotting new words in movies or out on a walk, then challenging yourself to use them later. Or how about karaoke? Singing lyrics in English is such a sneaky way to learn.
I love that music really does make words stick. And for anyone who likes acting, role-playing is amazing. Pretend you're at a cafe or in a shop and try to use your new words, even if it's just in front of the mirror.
For sure. Or make your own word quizzes or comics. Drawing a scene with your new vocabulary almost makes the words come alive. The more playful you get, the more you'll want to keep learning.
Before we wrap up, let's touch on some traps learners fall into so you can dodge them from the start. What's one big mistake you see, Julia?
Learning words in isolation, it's such a common one. You memorize the word, but if you don't know how to use it in a sentence, it just floats around in your head, never landing anywhere useful.
Another classic is trying to learn too many words at once. It's just overwhelming, and you end up forgetting most of them. It's really about breaking things into small, manageable chunks, right?
You got it. Cramming just doesn't work for long-term memory. And focusing only on definitions without practicing usage is another mistake. Words live in stories and conversations, not just on lists.
It's also easy to fall into the trap of never reviewing. If you don't revisit words, they drift away. And let's not forget the fear of making mistakes so many people hesitate to use new vocabulary out loud.
Exactly. Mistakes are how you learn. Plus, if you stick only to simple words, your vocabulary never grows. So challenge yourself with new, trickier words. It's worth the effort, I promise.
So, after all these strategies and warnings, let's leave everyone with some encouragement. Julia, what keeps you motivated to keep learning and teaching new vocabulary?
For me, it's seeing the progress, using a new word in conversation, and having it just flow out naturally. That moment is such a confidence boost. Plus, mixing up my methods keeps it fresh and fun.
Totally. Consistency is everything. Just a little practice every day makes a huge difference. And making it a game or a creative project really takes the pressure off. Before you know it, those words are yours for good.
So true. And don't be afraid to try new things. Stories, music, quizzes, whatever sparks your interest. The more you enjoy the process, the more you'll stick with it, and the faster you'll grow.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Remember, use the words, make mistakes, have fun, and keep building that vocabulary. We'll see you in the next episode. Keep learning and keep smiling.
See you next time, and happy word hunting!